Oh.
It's stuck on top of the poop.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that down there, but that is our flashlight. The only remaining flashlight that we have on this boat since our other one was stolen.
Oh.
Oh, he saved it. Watch the light. Oh. Babe.
Paper towel.
How's it going?
So I have completely analyzed the toilet system aft, and they each have a vacuum tank operated by one pump right here, and then which goes to one holding tank. And we have never used either of these toilets or sinks or showers, and this tank is completely full. Of course, I'm expecting the worst. It's probably solidified in the bottom. I'll have to stir it up and bring a hose, and
Just like we did with the...
like the last one. And when you get it so full and you just keep pumping into it, it fills up the vent hose, which is right there, and it goes up through a wall and out below the rub rail, and it's probably clogged as bad or worse than the last one was. So I've got myself a heck of a problem here. So check it out, how much crap there is down there, and hatches everywhere.
Okay.
Everything, all the equipment to make this boat run is below the floor. And there's more in our master. There's 4 more hatches in our master that have the same sort of look. That's why we have such a hard time getting people to work on this old boat. Because the people that work on boats know how complicated and jam-packed and difficult it is to work on these old boats like this.
I just heard water gushing. Gushing was pouring out of the toilet. And now we have a little bit of a pool in our bathroom floor.
You don't have to film everything, you know.
It's official. There's nothing you won't do.
Yep.
I love you.
I would too.
Thanks for making my toilets work. Okay, talk to me, Goose.
So this is the bottom half of the pump for the vacuum pump for the vacuum flush toilets.
That we just tried to run.
This thing just goes up and down.
Water spewed
Goes
everywhere.
in, and this side goes out the other side. And so it leaked like a sieve around here. I got to looking at this little O-ring, and it just seems too small. It's a tiny little thing, and look at the giant slot. It's like it's not even high enough to seal, and so that's why the thing leaks like a sieve. And so now, okay, I can make one. I got this gasket material.
Oh, good.
I got started looking through all my crap, and then I came over here and I found this one. And look at it.
Nice.
Look at it. Doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, hun.
That might be the one that actually. I mean, it's probably for that. I mean, it's just insane.
Wow.
But it looks absolutely perfect to me.
So enough to where we're gonna try it again.
I'm done. I'm
Yay!
gonna put a little grease on it when I assemble it.
Good job, babe.
It'll be a miracle, I'll tell you.
The miracles happen every day.
We have 3 functional toilets for the most part on board.
Woohoo! That is so exciting.
Well, the one in our master stateroom, you have to lift the pedal up to have it sealed. The ball valve doesn't seal. Something's wrong. I got to replace the gasket or the ball valve or something in there because it's really sticky and it won't shut by itself. And that's probably why the spring was broke. I replace the spring so when you do a normal flush, the pedal comes back up, but you got to help it and push it some more.
Okay.
Other than that, they work. And, so yeah.
Good job, babe.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Little successes.
Yes.
And I found a beer.
Oh. We'll share it, right?
If you had helped me, you would be able to take
I did help you. Every time you
some
said,
percentage of this
hey, what's that
alcohol
hissing?
beverage. Yeah, that seems pretty weird that it's going on and off.
Maybe you should put the beer down and go check it. Here, let me help you with that. It's in here. I think it's in here.
Bubbles are coming out the top of that.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, I was trying to figure out why the pump suddenly quit working. No voltage to the pump at all. And then I just kind of tugged a little bit on this little connection. Look, the wires came right out. And no power can get to the pump because of it.
Wow.
Obviously they crimped it with I don't know what kind of tool. Wrong kind of tool. It's not crimped correctly. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Just crimped it with pliers or something. Anyway, just amazing.
Sí, va a ser o la electroválvula no abre, a ver.
So he just pulled this through hole out and he's got his hand over the hole. And then look.
It's broke. Is it broken? Or is it just...
Yeah, it's
No,
broken.
I think it just
Look at the little critters.
yeah.
This is the speed,
My gosh.
And then this side have a sensor for the depth.
and this is the depth right there. Look at the
Ew,
little critter.
ew.
Look at all the little bugs
oh,
growing
gosh,
on
that's
there.
really gross.
Mm.
Oh, wow. I thought we
Well,
had that cleaned. Okay.
not very good. Ooh, the rubber.
Yeah.
So what, is he going to get somebody to clean it really quick and put it back in, or what are we doing?
I mean, we're gonna do it. Find me a rag.
Hay que poner la valla para
They're
hacer el
not
cambio.
crawling away though, right? I feel like they're on
No,
me.
they're not crawling away.
Okay. Oh gosh, this is really creepy.
Just you need to test, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And is it
So last night we had the guys on our boat and trying to figure out why we have...
Yeah, this is the Autopilot system right here. It's hydraulic.
Okay.
This is the hydraulic fluid reservoir right here.
Okay.
And it's out of oil, so it has a leak. And I think I found the leak right here. Yeah, look at that. Totally leaking out of this fitting right there, the middle one. The guy we bought the boat from had a quart of hydraulic fluid sitting here.
Right.
When we were walking through the boat one day, he made a point of telling us that he had he checked this fluid pretty regular to make sure it wasn't low.
And of course I didn't think anything of it because I don't know anything about a boat. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
And now we know why, because it leaks.
Out, completely out of oil.
That's why the autopilot wasn't
Autopilot doesn't work.
working. Okay.
And so I was just get online. I don't have a manual for this, but I got online and checked it out. And it specifies that this pump is supposed to be laying horizontal, not vertical,
Oh.
on a horizontal surface,
Wow.
at or above the ram.
And
So
it's
it should be clear
below.
up here,
Oh my god.
on a horizontal platform. And that way, any bubbles in the system will go to this middle hose and come back up in here and help prevent any bubbles at all in the system, which is a total no-no in a hydraulic steering setup. So
you're thinking about installing that?
anyway, I'm going to see what these guys say on Friday. I'm not going to
Okay.
try to do anything.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to see what they say about the installation
Yeah.
and let them bleed it. You're supposed to, there's a procedure, you're supposed to have the autopilot on, hit plus 10 times in a row, and then instead of, so it'll turn to port, but you don't let it. You hold it steady and turn the opposite direction, and it forces the bubbles into the canister. But I'm just not sure that they'll even get there with the installation the way it is.
This is your workbench here?
Yep.
Since the original wood pieces were removed to be revarnished and taken to Eric's shop and never returned. So thankfully,
Why were they even taking off this boat?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
thankfully you had some scrap pieces laying around in this boat.
Yep.
So you're trimming them up for the shower. Anyway, so bought a miter box from Home Depot and got some trim pieces that he's cutting to size, and then we'll revarnish so that they can go into our shower so that we can finally start using our shower. Right now we're using the forward head.
50 feet away.
Yep. Shower pan trim is officially varnished well enough.
Yep. 2 coats is all we need there. No one's going to be looking at it. Should have like 8 coats. But
Yeah. Okay.
Cussing.
No, that's why I'm telling you to stop cussing.
Well, I got old caulking and the end blew out. So it's just one of those things that happens
So you got
on a daily basis. I'm not done yet. You just wait. It's going to be a disaster.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Looks good, babe.
Well, not yet, but
It will.
it might when we get done.
Another
Well, I
broken
had a pretty
generator.
massive oil leak for the last week or so. I was losing about a half a quart a day because of this hose. These hoses, one or both of these hoses are dripping. They got blisters and they're just oozing out the side.
They look original.
Oh, they're definitely original, so they're 38-year-old hose. I broke this, trying to get the hose off. It's just a really thin piece of copper, some sort of a heat exchanger. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's an oil cooler. And this is on top of the engine cooling system, and so the oil comes through one way, out the other. And there ain't no way I'm gonna ever find one of these, so I gotta repair this somehow. It looks like it's copper, so maybe it can be brazed. Not that I can do that. I don't have the tools to do it.
So we can't run our generator until...
No, I need to have some good luck today finding these parts.
Oh my God.
It was going to be one issue trying to find these two hoses, but this is a whole nother ball game right here. These hoses aren't very pristine either. You know, they're pretty shot. And the clamps just fell off in my hand practically, most of them. You just look at a clamp sideways and they're just rusted right in half, and so they just snap without even trying. So I got myself another situation here.
You just got the hose on?
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. So we are once again working on the generator. I'm really, it's strange that this is like seems like it's almost a daily thing, seeing my husband down here in the generator room, which is in the generator pit, he calls it, the pit. Anyway, we had it going well for a good week, I think. We didn't even, every day you just turned it on and it just rumbled right to the start. It was beautiful and it powered everything we needed. And then all of a sudden, I started it one morning and I said, you know what? I think you got one, maybe two more good starts in it and it's done. And sure enough, we had exactly 2 more starts and kaput again. It's pretty sad when you get familiar with the generator sound, knowing when it's about ready to go out again. Especially for me, knowing the sound.
And of course, taking them off, I broke the little brass cooler that it was all attached to, so I had to have that brazed by the same shop that made the hoses. So
anyway, for about $90, we got them back same day.
I couldn't find any of these.
Hang on.
I went to 3 different stores to try to find this business right here, but couldn't find anything. They're not too bad. I'm going to put them back on with fresh clamps. They're not great, but they're not, I think they'll be good for a while. And
Okay.
so it's only, what, 14 PSI in these hoses. There's 60 in the other ones, and so that's why their special hoses had to be made with ends on them.
And they were the ones that had the oil leaks.
Yeah, they were leaking like a sieve. They were original equipment. They had little blisters, and whenever I'd touch it, you know, I'd feel a blister, and sure enough, I'd wipe it off, and it would just be coming out the side of the hose. So those got changed out today. Got the cooler all rebrazed. I'll put all new clamps on, and then that'll fix the oil leak problem. I still have a little bit of a fuel leak, so I would need one of these here. This is the housing for the fuel filter. So it comes in here, goes through the filter, comes back out to the fuel pump. So when the fuel pump is sucking, you don't see a leak. It'll actually have an air leak and it suck air in, and that'll make the RPM fluctuate on the generator. So I know I have an air leak. I can't find it. I think it's here. This is a little priming device. It's a little push pump primer, and when it was up, it was sucking air because when I pressurized the system, fuel came out the top. So what I did was clamp this. It's kind of a jerry-rigged situation, and it doesn't seem to leak anymore when I pressurize it. But I don't think it's perfect. That's why every couple of days I got to come down here and reprime the motor reprime the fuel system using this little pump, this little lift pump that I added on there. Then it'll run for a day or maybe 2, and then it'll start being hard starting. So
He says it might work. So we're gonna go try starting the generator. That doesn't sound very convincing to me, but Okay, let's try the generator. We're ready for this?
Well, let's just see if it starts.
Okay,
Then it'll save me bleeding that line again.
here we go. Preheat 20 seconds.
Ready to turn it off in case it blows up. Didn't even cough.
Epic fail. Now we bleed the fuel system and try again. Here we go. Ah, the lovely sound, beautiful hum of the generator. It's a terrible sound and a fantastic sound all at the same time. All right, she's back up and running. We're making power, charging batteries, not making water because it's tide's going out and it's really bad looking water. But we have a generator again. Sunset Dingy Ride for another fabulous dinner. Dinner on the Melicon tonight.
Ahí dos, ahí. Pásala ahí dos.
That's good.
It's a new method.
Tasty. Not enough booze though.
Tacos de pescado. Tacos de...
Yeah, baby. Bring it.
That is lauta and this is
Look at that, bubble, bubble.
es un molcajete, Anthony.
That's hot. Look at that.